All rise. All jurors are in, Judge.
Okay, very good. Everyone have a seat, and you may continue.
Detective, we left off talking about the teasers footage that you had an opportunity to obtain. So in 41A at 2:24 a.m., are we seeing the vehicle arrive, the silver Chevy Cruze?
Correct.
And based on your investigation, did this Cruze belong to a family member or someone's family member with Rashad Murphy?
Correct.
They had obtained this vehicle.
Correct.
At 2:27, does that vehicle park into the occupant's exit?
Yes.
And at 2:28, what is it that we're seeing here on the left of the screen?
What we're seeing on the left of the screen is the two occupants of the silver Cruze walk through the parking lot on foot towards the area of the front door of the Clinton Teasers Club.
Are you able to show us where at 2:28 on the image to the right of 41A, Charles Jones is depicted when he arrives?
Yes, on the right, can I point it out?
Sure, yes, and you can stay standing for the next one as well.
Sure. So on the image on the right, we can see the victim, Charles Jones, right here with the red beanie cap.
At some point, does he stay outside for a minute or two before actually entering the club?
Yes.
And at 2:29, what are we seeing?
Now we're seeing the occupants of the silver Cruze walking back towards the silver Cruze on the rear camera there.
From the camera angle on the right, is that Mr. Jones entering?
Yes, Mr. Jones is about to enter the club.
Did you have an opportunity to observe the club location, a map of the club location, and the footage in its entirety?
Yes.
Were you able to determine the point at which Miss Andrews and Mr. Chance actually walked to before returning to the vehicle?
I'm sorry, what's the question?
Could you see where they stopped before coming to the front door?
No, they stopped just out of view of one camera, but it would have been in the area of this camera near that speed limit sign at the right there.
And were they captured on this camera here?
No.
I'm showing you a depiction of 39, but with only the movement that you previously testified to of Isaiah Chance or Alicia Andrews, and is that what's depicted in blue?
Yes, so the blue box is the silver Cruze, and then the blue dots would kind of resemble the path that the two occupants took, and then they come just off of view in what is essentially the southwest corner of Teasers, which would have been directly in line with the front door of Teasers at the southeast of the building.
And is Charles Jones's vehicle that was backed into a spot also depicted right at the front door there?
Correct. That's designated by this green box right here.
Based on the review of the footage, could you see at any point Mr. Chance or Miss Andrews entering the frame of the video camera that covered the door?
Yeah, Alicia and Isaiah never go anywhere near the front door.
In 125 was the account of the individual Mizzle or Mr. Taylor posting as well throughout their time inside of the Teasers nightclub?
Yes.
And based on the information that was obtained from that account, was it consistent with the same time that victim Charles Jones was located at that Teasers club?
Correct.
While still inside of the club, while the victim and the entourage are still inside of the club, are there still messages or communications between the Andrews device and Mr. Gathwright's device?
Correct. So from Sean Gathwright's iCloud download, we were able to see that Alicia Andrews' device at 2:31 a.m. sends a message to Sean Gathwright's device saying, "N-word, pick up the fucking phone."
Is that message sent or attempted to send twice?
Yeah, it's the same. It's actually not the exact same. We can see OH and PH. So, but the same message is being delivered twice. One at 02:31:19 and one at 02:31:24.
What was the significance of the Teasers footage as it related to the messages that were sent and who actually possessed the phone?
Specifically, we can see from the video that Isaiah Chance had taken Alicia Andrews' phone to use during this time period.
In 71D, did the CDR or the call detail records that you got actually support the communications between those two devices beyond the text messaging?
Yes, so from the call detail records, we can see that Alicia Andrews' device is placing a call outgoing at 231:54, 232:07, and those calls did not connect. And then we see the messages, pick up the phone, pick up the phone.
Did you capture Charles Jones exiting the club at around 2:54 a.m.?
Correct.
And did you capture on the back camera the black Impala arriving to the club?
Yes.
By this point at 2:54, 2:55, had the silver Chevy Cruze left the parking lot of Teasers?
Yes, the Silver Cruise left around 2:31, went down towards Hillsborough, and then started working its way back up.
And is that what the cell site information told you?
Correct.
Looking first at 2:55, is this the time frame at which you see the Chevy Impala arrive?
Yes.
And after the Chevy Impala arrives there on video, is there a still in the returns from Alicia Andrews' device depicting a map or a screenshot that was taken on that device of a map?
Yeah, so from Alicia Andrews' iCloud, we actually see a screenshot that was saved, and that screenshot has the time at the top left listed at 2:58, and it appears to be map directions going back towards Castle Street. Castle Street is this side street that Teaser sits on.
And at 2:58 a.m., is that a few minutes or 3 minutes after what we've just seen as the black Impala arriving at that Teaser's location?
Correct.
Is this map or still shot of a map consistent with the device going back to Teasers?
With the cell location data, yes, correct.
And is what's depicted on the device, specifically around the time itself, consistent with the user being on the telephone or on the phone at the time?
Correct. The green, you can tell by the green at the top left that he's on the phone.
The fact that the time is in green?
Yes, correct.
Did Mr. Charles Jones, after leaving Teasers, post his next location to Instagram?
Yes.
How did he first go about posting his location?
He posts two posts. The first one at 3:28 is him and his entourage coming up the stairs of Truth 18, and then the one after that is an actual flyer with the Truth 18 name and address on it.
At the time that he came up the stairs, had he actually posted on his Instagram account the location of Truth 18 or an address or any kind of information about Truth 18?
Not yet.
In 95A, what's depicted here at 3:30 a.m., so 2 minutes after that coming up the stairs post, was there a flyer posted to Charles Jones' Instagram?
Yes.
Had this flyer been posted as a poster in the stories depicting the address or the name of Club Number 2, Truth 18 yet?
Prior to 3:30 a.m., there is no post about Truth 18 or the address.
Did the post that was on Charles Jones' stories here depict the address?
Yes, to Truth 18, 4819 East Bush Boulevard.
Were you able to review the LPR or license plate reader images or returns from around Truth 18 to determine whether the silver Chevy Cruze or the black Impala were in the area at that time?
So after 3:30, the silver Chevy Cruze and the black Chevy Impala hit an LPR eastbound on Hillsborough at 15th, and then they go north on 40th towards Truth.
Showing you now states 82 and 46. Please describe for us what was being depicted in these two images.
So what we can see here on the left is the black Chevy Impala, at this time being occupied by Sean Gaithright, Davion Murphy, and Rashad Murphy, hitting at Hillsborough and 15th at 3:41 a.m. And then within 60 seconds, the silver Cruze that at this time is being occupied by Isaiah Chanson Andrews, hitting at that same plate reader in the same direction.
Do these captures come 11 minutes or approximately 11 minutes after the story with the flyer from Julio Foolio's Instagram account?
Yes, this is approximately 11 minutes after Mr. Jones posts the address to Truth 18.
And the intersection itself, East Hillsborough Avenue and 15th Street, is it consistent with heading towards the Truth 18 location?
Yes.
Were you able to confirm both the silver Chevy Cruze and the black Chevy Impala in the area of the Truth 18 Club thereafter?
Yes.
Between 4:03 and 4:05 a.m., were you able to retrieve footage from the parking lot of the Truth 18?
Yes.
States Exhibit number 44. Is this the footage that you obtained from that parking lot?
Correct.
Were there surrounding cameras as well from the parking lots across the street?
Yes.
The two individuals at the top of the screen, are those the individuals that you had previously described dressed in the same manner as having been in the parking lot of the first club teasers?
Correct.
Did you review all of the camera angles from this location?
Yes.
Did these individuals go up the stairs to the Truth 18 Club?
No, they do not.
Walking back across the top of the camera to the right of the screen that we're looking at now, is there a camera on the east side of these buildings that actually depicts where these individuals went?
No.
From 4:05 a.m., are these stills from that same footage or from the building itself?
Yes.
Are you able to identify Armani Turner's vehicle or Taifa McRae's vehicle from this still image?
Yes, on the image on the left, you can see Armani Turner's gray Hyundai Sonata in the top left, just to the left of the two subjects. And then on the bottom of the image, you can see Taifa McRae's black Altima.
What, if anything, in reviewing the video footage became relevant to you 4 minutes later at 4:09 a.m.?
Yeah, so from Alicia Andrews' iCloud extraction, we saw a screenshot that appeared to be an image of Truth 18 from the exterior, and we can see in that image a gentleman walking through the parking lot. So I went back through the video and found that same gentleman coming out to get an idea of when that image was captured.
Was there something distinctive about the gentleman's clothing that helped you to make an identification about when the photo was taken?
Yes, he's wearing very light whitewash jeans, and then looks like a black shirt with some bold yellow coming down the middle of it there, or gold.
And was there time and date stamp data included with Alicia Andrews' return that put the image that was captured in 75C2 on her device at 4:10 a.m. or 1 minute later?
I didn't get the time from the download. I got the time by cross-referencing it to the video.
Were you able ultimately, with the download information or the data that comes from the photo, to confirm the time as well?
Yes.
But in your investigation, you did this search first to find the individual walking through the parking lot?
Yeah, we can see the same individual from the video footage that came down the stairs now on the screen of the image captured from Alicia Andrews' device.
Now, what are we looking at on the actual image captured from her device?
So on the right of the screen here, what we're looking at is actually the camera, the iPhone camera app open up. So as if you're about to take a picture and then a screenshot taken. So the device didn't actually take a picture. The camera was open, the app was open, it was pointing in the direction of Truth 18, and then a screenshot was taken in order to capture that image.
And this is at 4:10 or approximately 4:10 a.m.?
Correct.
Between 4:10 a.m. and 4:15 a.m., do you have footage or were you able to view footage of Charles Jones' entourage actually leaving Truth 18?
Yes.
And showing you states 44, is this when Charles Jones is actually coming out of the building?
Correct.
Also depicted are there Xavier Edwards?
Yes.
How about Robert Howard?
Yes.
How about Mizzle, the individual present at the first B&B and then the second club?
Yes.
In states 44, at 4:18 a.m., were you able to capture a separate angle of the downstairs of Truth 18?
Yes, correct.
And what was of significance at the 4:18 time frame?
So this time period is during the period that the victim and his entourage are loading into their vehicles, getting ready to leave Truth 18 to head towards Homes to Suites. And what we can see in this image in the top center in the yellow circle there is actually Sean Gaithwright's black Impala staged across the street within line of view of the victim's location.
Were you able to track on the other camera angles? I know that you provided us a composite from these cameras. Were you
Yes.
able to track on the other camera angles the black Chevy Impala leaving the Enterprise parking lot?
Yes.
And what?
Top center in the yellow circle there.
Okay. I don't know where the feedback was coming from, but, okay, go ahead.
And were you able to track it from the Enterprise parking lot across the street to the Cash America side alley or the side street?
Correct.
And were you able to capture it on those cameras as well?
Yes.
And were those included in your summary exhibit for the camera angles from Truth 18?
Yes, correct.
Were the cell phone information data that you did have and for the Black Impala occupants and the cell phone information data for the Chevy Cruze occupants also pinging to this location?
Yes, correct.
In States 44, your composite here, could you just explain to us what's happening across the street in the Enterprise parking lot, please?
Yeah, top left of the screen in the Enterprise parking lot, we see Sean Gaithwright's Black Impala backing out of a parking spot, and then it's going to drive north through the intersection on Hialeah.
And at this time, in your summary, are the entourage exiting the club and entering their vehicles?
Correct.
Does the entourage immediately leave the club?
No, they loitered in the parking lot area for a couple minutes.
And in 44, were you actually able to see on this camera angle or the Truth 18 cameras that were returned the rear tail lights on the top of the screen up here?
Yes.
And are you able to see the Chevy Impala headlights come back into frame up this roadway here after a U-turn?
Yeah, so at this point in the image, both the Silver Cruze, the bottom wheelbase of it, and the tail lights are visible at the very top center. And then we can see the Black Impala at the top right here at the stop bar.
And do you see the white pants, black top individual walking across the street
Yeah, he
here?
just walked past the Cruze to the left.
Does the black Chevy Impala then remain here for several minutes?
Yes.
Is this an accurate depiction of the movement of the black Chevy Impala in relation to the Truth 18 in 42?
Yes.
And at this time, based on the amount of time and the distance to the Home to Suites Hotel, are the occupants of the black Chevy Impala, based on your investigation, depicted?
Yes.
Who are they?
Sean Gaithwright, Rashad Murphy, and Davion Murphy.
Based on the Chevy Impala parked across the street there, is the blue box in this image a fair and accurate depiction? I'm sorry, not the Chevy Impala, the Chevy Cruze. Is the blue box a depiction fairly and accurately of where the Chevy Cruze had been parked at this time that we saw in the video?
Correct. So the blue box is where the silver Chevy Cruze was parked.
And the black box, the Chevy Impala?
The black Chevy Impala, correct.
How about the green boxes just outside of the Truth 18?
Those are the victim's Dodge Charger, Armani Turner's Hyundai Sonata, and Tafa McRae's Black Altima.
From the camera angle that we have, which vehicle is parked opposite of the others?
Armani Turner's gray Hyundai Sonata.
Which vehicle is parked directly under the camera angle?
Tafa McRae's black Nissan Altima.
And which vehicle is parked just to the right there of the stairs?
Mr. Jones' black Dodge Charger.
By the time that they actually leave, were all of the vehicles leaving together?
Yes.
Showing you now the higher side on 149 of the camera angle at 420. Was that black Chevy Impala still there?
Yes.
Is that depicted in the composite exhibit of 44 that we've already seen for the video?
Yes.
And did that black Chevy Impala remain there until the entourage starts to leave the parking lot of Truth 18?
When the entourage starts to go mobile, the black Chevy Impala darts across the intersection southbound.
I'm just going to fast forward the video composite for you if we can here. Are you able to see the people who had previously identified themselves in these images as Robert Howard, Armani Turner, and Adoja Randolph?
Correct.
Is this black Nissan Altima that which you had described as Mr. McRae's vehicle?
Yes.
And is this in the parking lot activity that you described for a couple of minutes?
Correct.
Is the vehicle that is coming across here the black Chevy Impala you've just described?
Yes.
If I speed forward, do you see that black Chevy Impala come back to the stop sign?
Yeah, it made a U-turn and now it's facing southbound. You can see the headlights of it at the stop bar in the top right.
And between 417 and 421, are you able to monitor whether that vehicle leaves that position?
It stays there.
Just going to speed forward if I can, and then I'll give you a timestamp. Do you then have an opportunity to see the vehicles associated to the entourage then start to move out of those parking spaces?
Yes, Tafa McRae's Altima goes out first, eastbound through the parking lot towards Hialeah.
And do you ultimately see or capture the victim vehicle of the Charger heading out as well?
Correct. The Charger and then Armani Turner Sonata, all three going east through the parking lot towards Hialeah.
That is between 4:17 and 4:21 a.m., is that correct?
Correct.
By 4:25 a.m., are there exchanges between Sean Gathrigh's device and Alicia Andrews' device again?
Yes, so at 4:25 a.m., Alicia Andrews' device again sends a live location and starts sharing a location with Sean Gathrigh's device.
Are you able to capture the path of travel to the home to suites on some of the pole cameras on the route?
Yes.
Are you able to capture the black Dodge Charger on the pole cameras?
Yes.
The other vehicles associated to the entourage?
Yes.
And are you ultimately able to capture both the Impala and the Chevy Cruze at some point on the pole cameras?
Correct.
From 4:25 at the sharing location to 4:27, is there an update on the home to suites camera that's already been admitted as 22B?
Yes.
What happens at 4:27?
This is when the victim and his entourage are arriving and parking in front of the hotel.
Are you familiar enough with the area to know where the intersection is that the pole camera captures this Dodge Charger and the Cruze arriving after it?
Yes, so from this image, it would be towards your top left, off to the left.
Have you been to this location?
Yes.
From that intersection, are you able to see this location?
No.
Are you able to see the entryway?
You can see the entryway to the parking lot. You can't see the entry to the front door.
At 4:28, 1 minute later, can you describe for us why it is that at 4:27 the entourage is driving through and then at 4:28 the entourage is parking?
They did a little bit of driving around, specifically Tafa McRae's vehicle seems to go around the parking lot a little bit, and then they readjust under the canopy there.
Are there more than one hotel entrances and awnings in this parking lot alone? Like, are there multiple hotels?
Yes.
Okay. And separate parking lots, but they're all connected?
Correct.
Okay. At some point, does Charles Jones actually exit the vehicle and go inside of the hotel?
Yes, he does.
Is that at 4:30 a.m.?
Yes.
Are you able to capture on a camera at the back parking lot the black Chevy Impala actually arriving to the Home to Suites lot?
Yes.
22A.
It's the black Impala arriving at 4:34.
Are there several camera angles of that black Chevy Impala arriving to the parking lot?
Yes.
And are you able to also identify the silver Chevy Cruze as arriving as well?
Approximately 3 minutes later.
At 4:37, does that silver Cruze pass the victim and his entourage?
Yes.
And so what side of the vehicle would the entourage and the victim be on as this Cruze passes them for the first time?
On the passenger side of the Silver Cruze.
So coming into the Home to Suites the same direction that Charles Jones and the entourage came in?
Correct.
And then ultimately, do you see this silver Chevy Cruze interact in some way or come into contact with that black Impala?
Yeah, they travel in tandem in front of the Tesla on the west side of the vehicle. The black Impala parks and the Cruze makes a U-turn to come back out.
Looking first to the black Impala from your state's 22, is this the black Impala as it arrived and came up to that corner?
Yes, this is as it arrives on the west side of the building. So I had driven through the whole parking lot, and now it's on the west side, making a kind of a three-point U-turn here.
Had the black Impala actually continued driving forward in the path of travel and turned left, how would it have been positioned against the victim's entourage?
If this black Impala continues to the left and doesn't make this U-turn, it would come directly in the line of sight of where the victim was facing and parked under the overhang.
Now, when we look at this video from the Impala after it makes the U-turn, does it actually go any further than just on the other side of this white van, at least at first?
It stops to wait here for a bit.
Are you able to identify light here from the headlights of that vehicle?
Correct.
At 3:37 and 26 seconds, are you able to see additional activity on this camera related to the Impala on the other side of the van?
Yes, the Silver Cruze arriving behind the Impala, and the Impala starts moving as the Silver Cruze arrives.
Does the Impala ultimately park at the top of our screen?
Yes, the top center of the screen, above the van, below the pillar, we can see the tail lights and the back Impala backing into a parking spot.
Now, what about down here? Was there anything of relevance that we were able to get from the Tesla camera from the Cruise?
Yeah, the Cruise is making a 3-point U-turn to come back towards the victim.
And is this the silver car that just made a U-turn?
Yes.
Now, if that silver car turns left, do they come into contact with the victim and his entourage?
They're going to pass the victim for a second time. This time the victim's going to be on the driver's side of the Cruise.
So this is 4:37:26, and then at 4:38:05, has that U-turn been completed by the silver Chevy Cruise, and it is now going towards the exit?
Correct.
Before that silver Chevy Cruise exits the parking lot, is it at that stop there? Stop
Yes.
bar for the exit of the home to suites?
Yeah, with the tail lights engaged, yes.
Did you document when it actually exited?
Yes.
And at this time, was the Impala fully parked?
Yes.
I apologize. Let's start here. Sorry about that. Were you able to document the occupants of the vehicle actually exiting the vehicle on the Tesla cam?
Yes.
Is that at 4:38:36?
Correct.
And the Cruise departure at 4:38:05 would have just been maybe 30 or so seconds before that.
Correct.
The individual at the back of the Tesla, so the back Tesla cameras, is that what's being depicted here in 59 on the right of shooter number 3 as you previously identified?
Yeah, correct. So the image on the right is from the driver's side rear view mirror pointing backwards towards the fence line, and so this is this shooter would be traveling along the rear of the Tesla along the fence line. Yes.
And were you able to document those individuals actually exiting the vehicle by zooming that video in?
Yes. When you focus in and zoom in, you can see that the 3 occupants come from the exact vicinity of where that black Impala backed into.
Now, the one individual along the fence line, is that what's depicted by the circle in the image underneath it?
Correct. So the image bottom left is the circle in the top left.
And the right of the screen and the individuals depicted down here?
Correct.
This is home to suites footage, but utilizing the Tesla images as well, is that correct?
Yes.
Does the shooting then ultimately start after those individuals had exited the Impala and come towards where the victim was located?
Yes.
Is that what's here in this little clip? So if we look at the top of the screen, behind the Tesla up here, are you able to tell me if that's the individual that you referenced before as going behind the Tesla?
Yes, so you can see in this clip the third shooter there along the fence line on the north going towards the left. Once he gets off view here, it's going to be directly in front of line of sight of the victim, and then the shooting begins.
And can you tell me the same about the top right of the image here and the exit of the vehicle of 2 individuals?
Yes, so the shooter number 1 and shooter number 2, top right here in between the top of the van and the pillar, you can see them coming from the Impala and crossing the front of the Tesla headed towards the victim.
Now, were you able to take still images at 4:38:57 as the shooting begins in front of the victim vehicle?
Yes.
And is that what's depicted here?
Yes, so on the left side of the screen, we see shooter number 1 coming into view of this camera, starting to raise his pistol. And then on the right side of the screen, we can see that same shooter now having the pistol leveled off towards the victim's vehicle, in front of the victim's vehicle, and the muzzle flash of that pistol coinciding with the first impact strike on the windshield of the victim's vehicle.
Is the impact strike documented here on the black Charger in the center of the windshield?
Correct.
In this camera angle from 139 between 4:38 a.m. and 4:39 a.m., are these images of another shooter?
Yes, so on the left side of the screen, we see shooter number 2, the lighter-skinned gentleman with the dark blue hoodie, all the way on the left of the screen. And then on the right side of the screen, this image has that same shooter at the bottom left of it, and then shooter number 3 with the orange ski mask at the top right in between the yellow Jeep and that other darker colored SUV. You can see muzzle flash coming from his rifle.
Are you able to identify shooter number 3 during or before the shooting, as well in between those two vehicles in the image on the left, please?
Yes, I'm sorry. On the image to the left, you can see him in the top right in between the yellow SUV and the dark colored SUV. You just can't see the muzzle flash yet from his rifle.
Are you able to track shooter number 2 and shooter number 3 through the video itself?
Yes.
And whose vehicle is this on the other side of shooter number 2 at between 4:38 and 4:39?
So on the image on the left where you can see shooter number 2 and shooter number 3 at the top there, in between them is the tail lights of the victim's black Dodge Charger as it's trying to drive away from the gunfire.
And the timestamps up here have already been adjusted from the error that was on the video?
Correct.
And lastly, shooter 3 at the rear of the Tesla itself, is that what we're seeing in 59?
Yes.
And what is happening in image number 1 on the left of 59?
Shooter number 3, as he's working his way back towards the Impala, is still shooting at the victim's vehicle, and that's muzzle flash you see from his rifle.
Can I have you bear with me while I go back to a slide that I realized was out of order?
Sure.
Can you see the screen before you?
Yes.
Were you able to capture footage from after the shooting takes place in the seconds after the victim vehicle drives off?
Correct.
Is that the same vantage point that we saw exiting the Impala and shooter number 3 running behind the Tesla?
Correct.
Does shooter number 1 jump over this little gate line at the right side of your screen?
Yeah, so shooter number 1 at the bottom of the screen runs through the patio, and then at the top right of that screen, he jumps the fence line to go west towards the Impala.
Do you get to see the victim vehicle pass by in this frame?
Yes, that's to the left of the image there. That's the victim's black Dodge Charger being driven by Xavier Edwards, speeding northbound through the parking lot.
Now I don't know why I'm doing that, I apologize. Now do you have an opportunity to also capture shooter number 2 running back or returning back to the vehicle?
Yes.
Is that what's depicted on this image on the left?
Correct. So where it's frozen right now, on the left side of the screen, we see shooter number 2 running northbound through the parking lot on the passenger side of the white van, working his way back towards the Impala.
And ultimately, do you have an opportunity to see additional shots from shooter number 3 in this footage?
Yes. Shooter number 3 comes into a visual top left along the fence line, and you can see his muzzle flash still firing in the direction of the where the victim's Dodge Charger drove.
And are you talking about at the top of the image on the left-hand side?
Correct.
Was that footage also captured at the back of the Tesla as we just saw?
Yes.
Thank you. Sorry about that. Right. Then there's some kind of response by law enforcement. Based on your interviews with the Robert Howard, Armani Turner, the individuals that are left at the scene when you actually arrived, were you able to determine that they left and made contact with law enforcement?
Yes. So after the shooting, Armani Turner's vehicle goes northbound on McKinley and then comes on to Fowler, makes a right, and then they find a USF PD officer who's doing a traffic stop on Fowler and try to wave him down to come follow them back to the scene to get help for Mr. Jones.
Is this at 146 a part of that footage?
Yes.
Did you have an opportunity to see Mr. Howard and what he was wearing that evening?
Yes.
Did you have an opportunity to see him in this video exit the vehicle just in front of the officers as well and walk up to the victim vehicle?
Yes. Dead center in the image, you can see the white T-shirt of Mr. Robert Howard. It came out of Armani Turner's vehicle and walks towards Mr. Jones's black Charger.
And this response, or at least arrival time, is 4:44 to 4:45?
Correct.
Does law enforcement ultimately make contact with Gino and Norris and Xavier Edwards inside of the hotel itself on the 3rd floor?
Yes, these two gentlemen had exited the victim's Charger and they ran into the Holiday Inn, made it all the way up to the 3rd floor where law enforcement found them.
Based on the call notes that you had reviewed, was that approximately 4:48 a.m.?
Correct.
And do you have information or data collected to determine when the cell phones of the individuals depicted here returned back to the Airbnb?
Yes.
What is that?
So Isaiah Chance's and Alicia Andrews' device arrived back in the vicinity of the Airbnb that they're staying at approximately 4:53. Approximately 2 minutes later, Sean Gaithright device also arrives back at the Airbnb that they were staying at.
Were, based on the video footage that you had reviewed, Sean Gaithright in a separate vehicle from Isaiah Chance and Alicia Andrews?
Correct.
And did you also have an opportunity thereafter to review again the content of the iCloud return from Davion Murphy and the Instagram return from Rashad Murphy?
Correct.
In reviewing the iCloud return for Davion Murphy at 4:56 a.m., is there a search on that device?
Yes.
Just after the return to the Airbnb of the other devices?
Yeah, this is approximately 1 or 2 minutes after Gaithright arrives back at the Airbnb that Mr. Davion Murphy's iCloud, or from his iCloud, we can see that he's doing an internet search for Tom Brady, Bill Belichick image.
Were there images saved from Davion Murphy's device of Tom Brady and Bill Belichick?
Yes.
Did those images have any kind of tags on them, or were these specifically saved with the data from the downloads from YouTube or from the internet?
Yeah, so on Davion Murphy's iCloud extraction, we could just see the images that he searched on the internet and then saved to his device. They weren't yet tagged or posted to social media.
And that's 4:56 a.m.?
Correct.
By 5 o'clock a.m., is this a post from the return on Rashad Murphy's device?
Yes. Instagram. Rashad Murphy's Instagram.
At 7, let's start with his Instagram. Let's start with Rashad Murphy if we can. At 7:52 a.m. on the same date, is there a search for the victim's account?
Yes.
Going back to the early morning hours post, was there also a post of the same image saved to Davion Murphy's iCloud account, posted to the story of Rashad Murphy?
Correct.
And at what time was that?
That was posted on Rashad Murphy's Instagram account at 8:10 a.m.
Was that posted with music, or was it just a singular photo?
I believe this was a part of a music video, yes, or audio.
But just the still image that
I'm
had
sorry,
been,
just the still image of it, correct, with a location of 22nd added to it.
and that's 8:10 a.m.?
Correct.
Are there several other posts from the device of Rashad Murphy in the hours thereafter?
Yes.
On 6:23 at 8:18 a.m., what are we seeing on the left?
This is an image of a gentleman by the name of Corbin putting up middle fingers with the word mood on it, posted at 8:18 from Rashad Murphy's Instagram. And then at 10:52 a.m., another post, an Art of War quote from Rashad Murphy's Instagram account.
Had you had an opportunity to review the victim Charles Jones' social media songs?
Yes.
Had the victim made several reference to the death of Corbin Johnson?
Yes.
In States Exhibit 88C on the right, what did the Art of War quote actually indicate?
If your opponent is of choleric temper, seek to irritate him. Pretend to be weak that he may grow arrogant.
At 12:14 p.m. on that same date, had this same Instagram account posted a post referencing a Prosper and Junior G Day?
Yes, at 12:14 p.m. on the 23rd, Rashad Murphy's Instagram posts this black screen on the left there with the white words Prosper and JR G Day today, quotations 187 babies.
Had you learned that the individuals Prosper and JR were individuals killed on the same day together?
Yes.
And had those individuals been killed by someone related to the case from the victim's side?
Those two individuals were killed by Gino Norris's father, Gino Norris Sr.
Had that shooting been determined to be justified?
Yes, Gino Norris Sr. wasn't charged. It was deemed to be a justified killing.
And the reference to 187 babies, had you known what that meant?
Yes.
What was that?
187 is a reference to the precursor to 1200 gang, and the 187 babies was a reference to those two being very young when they were killed.
Was there a post at 12:27 p.m. as well?
Yes.
What did that indicate?
Black screen with the white words, hate me kindly.
When you actually completed the screen recording from Rashad Murphy's Ghost 187 account, the Prosper and Junior G Day Today 187 babies recording, it was not present between the Art of War and the Hate Me Kindly. What does that indicate to you?
Overruled. You can answer if you know.
The screen recording, I'm sorry, was obtained by Christopher Draybeck.
Had you had an opportunity to review it?
Yes.
Was that slide missing?
Yes.
And what does that indicate to you?
It was deleted.
The Art of War and Hate Me Kindly posts were still included, though, in that screen recording, correct?
Correct.
Next, from that same account, was there a post? The 1214 story was removed. I was only going to point out to you, but
Yeah.
you can see that here. In 110, without utilizing the audio, the mood photograph is still present. Is that correct?
Yeah, so what we can see here on the right is a screen recording that Christopher Draybeck took of Rashad Murphy's Instagram account that morning, and all of the posts in the return were in there except for the Prosper and Junior G Day. That was posted to the account and publicly visible, but then it was deleted. But however, I got it back on the return.
In the following mornings, were there additional posts to Rashad Murphy's Instagram account?
Yes.
Who's the individual depicted that was posted at 10:12 a.m., if you know?
Somebody from the Jacksonville War. I'm not sure which one.
And was there another post about 187 or 187 boys and an RIP at 10:45 a.m. to the same account?
Correct. 187 boys, 5L. Rest in peace, them members.
At 6:34 on the same date, did you recognize the Instagram post that had been posted by Rashad Murphy?
Yeah, so the left here we have a song, Psyching Out by J. Breezy, and then on the right another song by Wappa with the Choppa.
J. Breezy, how is he related to your case or investigation?
J. Breezy is a prominent rapper for 1200 gang, with a rival gang to Mr. Jones. He's also the gentleman that sent Isaiah Chance $390 before Isaiah Chance used that money to book the Airbnb that the defendants would stay at.
And Wappa with the Choppa and his Gravedigger song, is this the song that was released after the incident from Wappa with the Choppa regarding the victim, or was there another song?
I know that Wappa and Spinna released Foolio Dead sometime after the murder. I'm not sure when Gravedigger was released.
Did you also have an opportunity to document the Instagram stories that were posted after the time of the homicide from Isaiah Chance's Instagram account?
Correct.
Showing you first 87C11. Is this a post posted at 6:13 a.m.?
Yes, 6:13 a.m., so approximately an hour and 20 minutes after the murder. Isaiah Chance's Instagram account, Gutta Zay, posts this picture of Bill Belichick with the two hands emoji, bottom right there.
87C12, was this at 6:32 a.m., another post?
Yes, specifically an image of Little Durk, a prominent rapper, at 6:32.
Did this include a video or a still image?
Yes.
Which one?
I'm sorry, this is a video, 8-second long video.
And was this another post that morning, 6:29 a.m., to Mr. Chance's account?
Yes, this was another 13-second video of rap lyrics to a J. Breezy song. It's frozen in on Run Down on a P word, N word, like what you gonna say about my dog.
Had Isaiah Chance's account been posting about someone named Antonio Tilly or Tilly?
Yes.
Is that someone who has died in this war back and forth?
Yes, specifically October 6, 2023, before the attempt on Mr. Jones on October 7th.
And had Isaiah Chance also made posts or worn jewelry in reference to a 23 in his posts?
Yes.
Did that relate back to also someone lost in this war?
Yeah, 23 was killed in a car when Ace, the town center shooting, 2018, I think it was.
At 8:58, is there another post by Isaiah Chance?
Yes.
At this time, are the devices still at the Airbnb?
Yes, they are.
How about at 2:55 on the 27th? Are you able to document a post about Tilly from Mr. Chance?
Yes, Mr. Chance's account, black screen, I love Tilly, I miss Tilly. This is at 2:55 p.m. as they're getting ready to leave the Airbnb to head back towards Jacksonville.
How about another screen grab from a Will Go Crazy account?
Yes.
Were you familiar with the shooting death of Spaz in Jacksonville, or did you learn of that throughout the course of your investigation?
I learned a bit.
Was there a Willie Royal also present during that altercation that was shot by Robert Howard?
Yes.
Was Will Go Crazy account linked to Willie Royal?
Yes.
And at 10:29 a.m., did Isaiah Chance repost a post by Will Go Crazy, if it ain't Don Julio, don't pass me no bottle?
Correct.
How about on the 23rd again at 10:31 a.m.? Was there a post regarding Antonio Tilly? I'm sorry. Was there a post regarding Antonio Tilly at 10:31 a.m. on the morning of the homicide?
Yes, in this image from Isaiah Chance's Instagram, we can see Isaiah Chance to the right with his face covered up by a ghost emoji, and then in the center of the picture, we can see Antonio Tilly giving the middle finger.
Were there some edits to this photograph and this photograph reposted minutes later?
Yes.
Is that what's depicted in C17?
Yes, this is a repost. Now it says, "I miss my joking and laughing buddy," with a teddy bear at the bottom of it.
At 11:31 a.m., was there an image which you are actually able to link to the location of the Airbnb?
Yes.
The other photographs that were taken, are you able to tell from the stories themselves when they were taken? So, for example, this image of Antonio Tilly, he would have been deceased at the time of this murder, correct?
Yeah, this image is older because Antonio's been dead for months now at this point.
The context of the photographs, though, and looking at the post from 11:31 a.m., were you able to look at surrounding circumstances to determine whether that was taken on the day of our offense?
Yes.
And what were those circumstances?
Specifically the ground and some of the shrubbery materials on the ground, and then the clothing as well.
A few minutes later, does Mr. Chance make a post at 11:37 a.m. regarding or wearing a hat?
Yes.
Was that a video also?
Yes.
What did the hat say?
"I love my girlfriend."
To your knowledge, did anyone else bring their girlfriend along with them to Tampa to the Airbnb?
No, just Isaiah Chance.
Was that Miss Andrews?
Yes.
Does Mr. Chance, before the vehicle actually leaves the Airbnb at 2:56 p.m. on the day of the homicide, make another post?
Yes.
And is that what's depicted in C20, 87 C20?
Correct. This is another still image from a video containing music lyrics, but what we can see in this image is, again, the white pants and white shoes and that glass, champagne flute or wine glass in between his 2 feet.
Did you have an opportunity to compare that with the Ring video?
Yes, it appears to be the same glass.
In 61B3, is that what's depicted here? Mr. Chance actually exiting the Airbnb at 2:09 p.m.?
Correct.
And the image that was posted to his account would have been at 2:56 p.m.?
Correct.
Was there some significance about the Airbnb videos regarding Davian Murphy?
Yes.
In 61A, what was that significance?
Here we can see Davion Murphy coming into view of the camera. However, he didn't come out of the front door. It appears he's coming from the back.
Is this the first time that you saw him depicted on that Ring video?
Yes.
Does Davian Murphy actually re-enter the Airbnb through the front door at this time?
Yes, he does.
And are you on 61A able to capture the audio as Mr. Chance? So that was at 3:01:55. Were you actually able to capture the audio as Mr. Isaiah Chance re-enters the Airbnb?
Yeah, so after Davion Murphy went inside and passed the camera, we can hear Isaiah Chance say something here. Why does he keep going out there?
At this point, had Mr. Davian Murphy just gone out and come back into the residence?
Yes.
At any other point, did you see Mr. Davian Murphy or Mr. Rashad Murphy on the Ring camera?
No.
And then ultimately, at the end of the Airbnb return, is there one individual depicted as returning to the Airbnb?
Yes.
Who was that individual?
Sean Gaithright?
And is that what's depicted on the screen before you?
Yes.
What information was relevant to Mr. Gaithright's return to the Airbnb?
Sean Gaithright was attempting to get back in the Airbnb after the first three left, and he needed the code to get in, so you can hear him on the phone asking someone for the code, and that person responding back what the code is.
The code is, the code is 0925.
What, if any, relevance did the entry of the code have to the case of your investigation of 0925?
0925 is the last four of the phone number for Rashad Murphy, which was 904-386-0925.
Does Mr. Gaithright then leave at 3:13 p.m.?
Correct.
Are you able to tell us what we're looking at in 130, please?
Yes, this is a still image from Young and Ace's song "Do It." It was uploaded onto YouTube on the day of the murder, 6:23, approximately 6 p.m.-ish in that time frame.
Did that music video refer to Young and Ace's Little Duets?
Correct.
And, Your Honor, at this time, the state seeks to admit State's Exhibits 131A through E and 132A and B.
All right, any new objections? Mr. Gonzalez,
No new objections, Your Honor.
Mr. Sinardi, Mr. Wise, and Mr. Petridis. Okay, be admitted.
Were there additional music videos that were posted after the offense date in this particular case that were of relevance to your investigation?
Yes.
And did you document those music videos as well?
Yes.
Before we get to those, can we talk a little bit about the return from Sean Gathrigh's device from after the date of the homicide itself? The Do It video, first of all, was posted on what day?
So the Do It video was posted on June 23rd, so the Sunday of the murder, approximately 6 p.m.
On the 23rd, did you have a return from Sean Gathrigh's device, which referenced a music video from Young and Ace?
Yes, so this is a screenshot that was taken from Sean Gathrigh's iCloud download, and what we can see in this screenshot is the timestamp at the top says 7:40, so approximately an hour and 40 minutes after Ace's Do It song came out. He screenshots a Reddit post in the Duval County thread, "Let Ace's new song marinate."
And what did it say underneath that?
You know how it be with this N-word. Everyone says his songs are ass, then a day later everyone be glazing it. He snapped though.
Were you able to also obtain additional extractions from the date of June 23rd of 2024 through June 24th of 2024 from Sean Gathrigh's device?
Yes.
Where was the device based on the cell site information that you had?
So based off of the location cell site data, we know that Sean Gathrigh's device traveled post-murder first to Polk County, to his grandmother's house, and then to Orlando in the area of a nightclub called Parlay.
Were there some photographs which confirmed Sean Gathrigh's presence along with his sister and love interest, the Kyla Enright and Nevaeh Gathright?
Yes, at this point in the evening on Sunday, it appears that Sean Gathright had united with Nevaeh and Kyla at the club, and there was still images and videos in Sean Gaithright's download.
Relevant to your investigation, were there several videos from the time frame of Mr. Gathright present in the club?
Yes.
Was Mr. Gathright depicted in those videos, and were there bottles depicted in those videos?
Yes.
And is that what's depicted here in 94D1?
Yes, specifically here we can see the Don Julio bottles.
Is the music relevant on any of these, or may I mute them? Is it just music in the club?
No, yeah, you could just mute them. I think it's just general music. I don't think they're playing any A songs.
94D1, did that depict bottles inside of this parlay club?
Yes.
And
good
did the
time.
location information from the device also put Mr. Gathright at that location?
Correct.
Is there a separate video in 94D2?
Yes.
To your knowledge, other than himself and Don Julio bottles, were there any other videos during this time?
No.
And how about the video depicted in 94D3 or the still in 94D6? Do those come from the device of Sean Gathright from his time at this parlay club?
Correct.
Was the video or the image depicted in 94D6 from the video that's skipping in 94D3?
Yeah, that's a still image on the left from the video on the right where Sean Gaithright throws up that sign there.
About 94D4, was that a photograph on Sean Gaithright's device?
Yes, still at the same club. You can actually see in the image on the left, on the top left, you can see the name to the club, Parlay.
And are these the indicators that you had referenced to us or mentioned to us before that you're using to confirm the location information, photographs, messaging, et cetera, for where the person or the device are?
Yes.
Did you have an opportunity to go through Mr. Davian Murphy's account beyond the Bill Belichick searches?
Yes.
And did you locate this item on the 24th on Mr. Murphy's account?
Yes.
Can you read to us what Mr. Murphy posted on that day?
Thanks to everyone for all the congratulations. To everybody else, stay in your lane. Again, happy G-Day. Corbin, I love you, my N-word. LL Shug, long live Shug, long live Spass, long live Leaky, long live Gunake.
Are those individuals, after the long live, all individuals that you were able to work with Jacksonville Sheriff's Office to determine were no longer with us?
Yeah, these are all members who have died in the war.
Showing you now 131B. What is it that we're looking at?
This is a still image from J. Breezy's song "Psyching Out,"
When was this video actually posted to YouTube?
the day after the murder, June 24th.
During the course of your investigation, did you have an opportunity to review these videos themselves?
Yes.
And does Mr. Breezy, J. Breezy, make reference to the homicide of Charles Jones?
Yes, he does.
Does he make reference to being physically involved or financially involved?
Specifically, he uses this murder should I sponsor. He's indicating he financially sponsors the murder.
Were you able to obtain an extraction and what's already in evidence from YouTube as well with the certified information of the posting of these videos?
Yes.
Is this Mr. Breezy in the center of the photograph?
Yes.
Was there another individual depicted in the video with Mr. Breezy?
I believe that's either WAPA or Spinabens. I can't tell, but one of them.
And was that individual with J. Breezy for the entirety of the video?
Yes.
Did Rashad Murphy's Instagram account also include this J. Breezy video as well?
Yes, it did.
On the day that it was posted?
Correct.
And again, the WAPA with the Chapel Gravedigger video, was that a part of the return for Rashad Murphy's Instagram account as well?
Yes.
From the physical device extraction for Rashad Murphy, was there a still or selfie image that was depicted on June 25th?
Yes.
And was that image what's depicted in 101R?
Yes, this is an image from the extraction of Rashad Murphy's physical device. Appears to be a selfie of himself.
And lastly, did the rapper Young and Ace publish a song on June 28th of 2024?
Game over.
Did that song make specific references to the homicide in this case?
Very specific.
What do you mean by that?
The lyrics at 5 a.m. I got the call. Who's this? The murder happened at 4:40, so he's indicating within 20 minutes he's getting the news or getting a call. Four of them I hit. 3 of them I hit. 1 of them dead. So 4 people were hit in this murder. 3 of them survived. 1 of them died. So there were very specific lyrics to our murder.
Does Young and Ace also make specific reference to the war in Jacksonville and people who have been lost?
Yes.
All right, Detective. Lastly, the call detail and timing advance records. As we've talked about your testimony here, I've talked about where the devices were. So I'm going to need you to tell me the difference between call detail records and timing advance records, if you could.
Sure. So call detail records, again, are the logs of whenever you attempt calls or text messages through your cell phone provider's network. And we get call detail records. We can get them with or without cell site. When they come with cell site, which is what we got in this case, it's going to indicate the date and time that a call or text was attempted or connected, and then it's also going to have the cell tower that cell phone's utilizing, so we'll know a general location of where that device is at during those call or text message attempts. Timing advance is a separate set of data. Timing advance is even more accurate in the sense of it's tracking not the cell tower itself that it's pinging off of, but giving an estimate location to where the device itself is at, providing GPS locations for the device. And timing advance measures, it's data that the cell phone providers keep to measure the distance between the tower and the device, and they're constantly pinging back and forth. The cell phone providers use that data for their own proprietary reasons.
The data from timing advance, is that more precise and kept for a shorter amount of time based on the volume?
Correct.
I'm going to show you just this demonstrative of what you've described for us. So if we're looking at timing advance in the image on the left, at the end of the arrow, if that's the device on the image on the left, the ping is directly from the tower to the phone?
Yes.
And that's back and forth between tower and phone, tower and phone.
Correct.
Do you get timing advance on everything, on every phone?
No.
Is it provider dependent?
Correct.
And do you get timing advance for all of the defendants in this case?
No, specifically Davion Murphy's device. So timing advance, it's very high volume, a lot of data, and it's kept a lot shorter of a period. So by the time we got to Davion's data extraction from the cell phone provider, they actually just had a large gap missing, and it's just missing from the data.
What about the other defendants?
Yeah, we got timing advance for Sean Gaithright, Alicia Andrews were the two most active, and then some for Isaiah Chance as well.
Did you have reason to believe that Rashad Murphy had a physical cell phone device, or the one that we've looked at the physical extraction records from? Was that phone in Tampa?
So we got timing advance for that phone as well, and we were able to prove from the timing advance that that phone never left Jacksonville. Rashad Murphy left that phone in Jacksonville at his house.
Did you have an opportunity to review the events which occurred, or like the device info for the events that occurred on that device?
Yes.
Was the activity from June 22nd through June 23rd consistent with the activity that had occurred on that device prior to that time frame?
I'm
By
sorry.
way of volume?
No.
What was happening on that device at that time frame, basically?
Barely being utilized.
Were there two messages of a photo that were sent from that device while that device was still in Jacksonville?
Yes.
Were those two screenshots that we've already seen here today of Gutazay's contact?
Correct, yes.
Beyond that, was there significant device activity?
No.
Was there any activity that was recorded in the cell site?
There was, but it wasn't, it did state at Rashad's house.
Were there phone calls or additional text messages or things like that
Some.
that were recorded?
Yes. There was some communication between Rashad's device and Davion's device during the time that Davion's device was in Tampa, yes.
And was that depicted on about 12 or 13 incidents of powering the phone on?
Yes.
Did you have an opportunity to review the interview of Rashad Murphy?
Yes.
And did Rashad Murphy give a statement that he, in fact, did not have a device in Tampa?
Correct.
And that he utilized another individual's device?
Yeah, he claimed to use Fizzle's, Darius Beal's device.
And based on the cell mapping that we had reviewed in the beginning of your testimony yesterday, had Darius Beal's device actually come to Tampa like Mr. Murphy said?
Not only did Darius Beal's device not come into Tampa, we got a full extraction of all of his calls, and Rashad Murphy's phone number is never stored in Fizzle's phone or utilized for any text messaging or calling, his or Davion's.
Did you utilize the returns that you had from the cell phone companies to create cell phone mapping composites in this case?
Yes, I did.
At this time, Your Honor, the state seeks to admit 150A through D and 77.
Okay, any new objection, Mr. Gonzalez?
Give me one moment, Your Honor, please.
Sure.
I'm sorry, 150 A through D?
Yes.
Is
77
that the only one?
and 77, I believe.
I'm sorry.
Yes, 77 is the exhibit, the PowerPoint from before, for everyone, cell phone mapping, PowerPoint.
Okay.
For everyone.
Judge, no new objections on behalf of Rashad Murphy to 77 and 150.
Hey, Mr. Sonardi,
No new objections, Your Honor.
Mr. Wise, Mr. Petridis, okay, admitted.
Thank you, Your Honor. And the image on the right of our screen, is that more indicative of the sectors that you talked to us about?
Yes, each tower has 3 sectors on them, yes. This just shows one of the sectors being illuminated, where the device would be.
And those sectors, is that what you've just described to us as the location of the device having been within there or utilizing that tower?
Correct.
So timing advance is a little more specific because it's to the phone itself.
Yes, call detail records are to the tower sector, and then timing advances to the phone itself.
Yep,
Detective, in this particular case, when you received the returns from the cell phone companies, the timing advance and the call detail records, did you yourself utilize those returns to create some cell phone mapping?
Yes, I did.
What happens when you get those returns, and what do you do with that information?
So when I receive the returns, they come basically in raw data files, PDFs or Excel sheets with lines for every single information registration as far as the location, time, date, all of that. What I did is I upload those files into a program called CellHawk, and then CellHawk is going to utilize the information off those files to map it out in a visual representation. Allows me to see visually, specifically, what towers are being engaged and where this phone's approximate location is at.
Are you trained to do that through your agency?
Yes, I myself have been trained. I do it myself, and I also consult with our agency experts as well.
In this particular case, did you have an opportunity to also consult with the agency experts on the cell phone mapping and timing advance records?
Yes, I consulted with Sergeant Van Heist, who is our agency expert, and he assisted me as well, yes.
After utilizing the application of CellSite to enter the information that's received from those cell phone companies, did you also confirm or correlate the locations on the maps created with physical evidence as well?
Yes, we were able to corroborate a lot of the locations where the data saying the phone is at with video that's showing those people and those devices there, yes.